How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and today we're going to find out how well Plastidip comes off a car when it's been sitting in the elements and the sun and the rain and the wind for 4 months. All right, here she is, and doesn't she look great? Actually, she doesn't look great at all. She looks very, very dirty, and today we're going to be taking off all this blueness that I put on a few months ago. So this color is Deep Sea Blue Pearl Plastidip, and it's unlike other Plastidips because it's not a single stage. First, you have to put on a base coat of either a dark color like a black or a gray, and then you put on multiple coats of this deep sea blue, and it has this pearlizer and it does this cool little color shift effect. The issue with this is that I'm not the best guy to install Plastidip. I'm not really the most experienced with painting in general, but it does look pretty good from 20 feet, but we don't want this to look good from 20 feet. We want it to look good from 20 inches, which is 2 feet. But no matter, because this car is getting the full Dip Your Car treatment, because I'm taking this car to South Florida to the Dip Your Car headquarters, and we're going to be doing some interesting things with them. I'm not sure what color it's going to be, if it's going to stay a blue, if it's going to be something a little more elegant, or if it's going to be something a little more, dare I say, insane. This is the ultimate daily driver, so I don't want to go too nuts, but that would be kind of cool. So today I'm going to be taking off this Plastidip, and for a few reasons. Right here you can see that there's some runs. Here there's some bubbling. It's a little bit hard to see, but there's some bubbling here. On the front there is, again, another run right here. It's yeah, you can definitely see that. And on this side it's actually a little bit darker because I didn't put enough coats on this side, because in my garage there's not really a lot of room to work on this side. It's basically up against the wall, and to get the machine in there, it wasn't the best of spatial accommodations. But all excuses aside, I'm going to be taking off this Plastidip, and it actually should be pretty easy. So what you have to do is basically just find an edge and then kind of work your way into it. I'm actually gonna get some gloves and a microfiber towel. I know that makes it a lot easier, so let me get that. Awesome. All right. So easy does it. Don't wanna break it, but yeah. So that's the general idea. All right, this might take a little while. By the way, those of you who pointed out the fact that you can hear a buzzing in the background, yeah, that's actually my neighbor. He has a water pump for his pool or something, and he's actually building an enclosure around it. I know it's annoying to me. I can imagine it's annoying to you guys. So it's not going to be in every episode, obviously. I'm just doing some work outside with this car, just to kill two birds with one stone. I don't need to move this car into the garage, but in later episodes we will have more stuff in the garage, so don't worry about that noise. For now, just bear with me. It will get better, I promise. So yeah, it's definitely annoying to me as well. And just before I forget, all you wrenchers out there, all you DIYers, all you people that are not scared of your cars, even though they might be luxury barges like this one, you guys might need one of these. This tells everybody that no, you don't need a bumper-to-bumper warranty, you don't need to stay on hold with the dealer service department, and you definitely don't need any manufacturer telling you what you can and cannot do with your cars. So, link for this will be in my Teespring store down below. So 5 minutes in, and look at what we've done. So we've taken off all this. The paint is still as good as it was when I left it, which was actually not that great. There was zero issues with it sticking to things that didn't need to stick to. So it is gonna be a bit time consuming. I have to do the entire car, but this is a really good start. And I think I should be done fairly quickly, but I don't wanna jinx myself. So things are moving a lot faster than I thought. I already have the roof, the rear quarter panels, and the trunk done, and I've only been working for about 20-25 minutes. Now I still do have the doors and the hood and the fenders and the bumpers still to do, so that might take a little while just because I think on the bottom it gets a little thinner, and when it's a little thinner, it gets a little harder to take off. But my fingers are crossed, and this should be a piece of cake. So it's coming along pretty well, and I have most of the car done. All I need is to do the front and the rear bumper, and then we're going to be done with at least this portion of prepping the car for its new Plastidip paint job. I guess you can call it a paint job. I'm going to switch gears a little bit and focus right now, at least for right now, on my truck. And I know it's a little weird to talk about the truck, even though this is an episode about the S-Class, but the truck is what's going to be taking the S-Class to South Florida for the Plastidip job, because the S-Class isn't actually registered, and I don't want to be riding dirty. The problem is, with this truck, the wheels and tires definitely need some work. Now, the tires are pretty good as far as their shape and overall quality, but they are Ironman radial APs. I'm not sure if those are good, or I'm not sure if those are bad, but this wheel is definitely bad. Now I'm trying to find, oh, there we go. Look at that. That is a crack in the aluminum wheel. And what happens is, after I pump this up to about 50 psi, this starts leaking really badly. So these need to be pumped up to around 70 psi, and the rears need to be pumped up to around 65. And the rears have an issue as well. You see on the inside of, well, in the middle of the tire, there's like no tread left, and that's not very good, especially because we're going to be towing a very heavy car. So my friends at Michelin sent me over 6 brand new tires for my dually. These are Michelin Defender LTXs, and these should be a lot better on the highway. These should be a lot better in stop and go traffic. This is going to be an awesome upgrade to the truck, but obviously I'm not going to be putting on those brand new tires on some crappy wheels, so I bought this. This is a remanufactured front wheel, and this was actually hard to come by. Apparently only the 99 to 2004 trucks had this front wheel. It's aluminum, and it's actually really, really good looking. Now, this has been CNC'd, and yeah, it's been refinished, and it's a nice little brushed finish. It's really, really cool, and the inside is also painted pretty well. So this should be a really good addition to my truck, and hopefully I don't have any other cracked wheels, because that would be pretty bad. All right, now I got the new Michelin tires on there. They look really, really good. Look at that meat. And we fixed that wheel. Now, they actually put the wheel that was on the other side on this side, so the brand new one is over here. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So, shout out, as always, to Lake Tire and Auto. They always take good care of me, so let's go back home. Actually, I forgot that I had to pick up a trailer, so I just went to U-Haul and I picked up a trailer. You guys can't see it here, but you might be able to see it in the rear view camera. It is right there. So, yeah, now we can go home. All right, we are done and not a moment to spare. It is getting pretty dark, but the car is done. All the Plastidip is off. Other than some odds and ends, I think we can take care of that when we get to dip your car tomorrow. But tomorrow morning, I'm going to be putting this on the trailer. Actually, I'm going to put that on the trailer today. But tomorrow morning, I'm going to be heading out bright and early, and we're going to take this trailer and take it down to South Florida, and then this should have a new color on it, and you guys are going to be along for the ride. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. Big shout out to Lake Tire and Auto. Big shout out to Michelin for providing me with the wheels, not the wheels, the tires for my dually to make it all the way down there. And big shout out, a preemptive shout out to dipyourcar.com, because this thing is going to be freaking sweet. So until next time, this is me telling you that life is just too short to drive boring cars.